Welcome back, and now we're going to be talking about unconscious roles, the roles that you expect your spouse to play without being told, right? The second source of mismatched expectations involves the unconscious roles that you and your partner falls into almost involuntarily. Just as an actor in a dramatic performance follows a script, so do married couples without even knowing it. A bride and groom are drawn into acting out roles that they form from a blend of their personal dispositions, family backgrounds, and marital expectations. So they're trying to say that automatically or subconsciously, unconsciously, we just automatically blend into roles that has been shaped or that has been influenced by our background, our expectations of marriage, and also like personal dispositions. Mark and Jenny are going to be our case study. They ran into their unconscious roles head on when they returned from their honeymoon and began to set up their house, arranging furnitures, organizing closets, and hanging pictures. Before they knew it, they were fighting. "Where do you want this table?" Mark asked. "I don't know. Where do you think it should be?" Jenny replied. "Just tell me where to put it," Mark said, exasperated. Over and over again, they repeated this scenario, each one looking to the other to take the lead, but neither one doing so. So they were waiting for each other to take the lead, but none of them was interested in doing so. Okay. Unconsciously, Jenny and Mark were acting out the roles they had observed in their families of origin. Okay. Jenny's dad, a fix-it kind of person with a decorator's eyes, had all the right tools and was handy around the house. Her mom simply assisted him when needed, okay? Mark's dad, on the other hand, was a busy executive who hardly knew how to replace a burned out light bulb, and his mom was the one who organized the home, okay? You understand? Needless to say, Mark and Jenny took on their assigned roles as husband and wife, then wondered why the other wasn't pulling his or her weight. Of course, there are an endless number of unconscious roles husbands and wife fall into. Some of the more common ones include the planner, the navigator, the shopper, the money manager, the secret keeper, the cook, the comedian, the gift buyer, the cleaner. So when it comes to especially the money manager, you guys need to know the one that, especially the money manager is definitely going to be me, because if you are like most couples, you will try to follow a script that was written by the role models you grew up with, which are your parents. Being aware of these natural tendencies is often all it takes to save you from a disappointing drama. Once you are aware of the roles you each tend to take, you can then discuss how to write a new script together. This is very, very important, because most of the time, couples argue over things that does not even make any sense. To other people, when they tell you, "Oh, why were you arguing?" or "What's causing the fight?" you can't say. It's usually from all these unconscious rules, things that you expect from your spouse. And this is actually one of the reasons why they say never explain what is going on with you to your family members. Never expect what is going on with you in your marriage to your family members, because they are going to definitely side with you, because they are from the same background, they have the same expectations, they understand. Imagine Jenny explaining this to her dad or to her mom. She's going to understand with her, not that she wants to side with her daughter, but because of the background, that she's literally the role model. Subconsciously, unconsciously, they are going to side and understand her better, because they are from the same walks of life. Okay, so that's it. Let's continue reading. Because of their prescribed rules, Mark and Jenny went through their first year of marriage without ever hanging a single picture. Okay. Not until they were in counseling did Mark and Jenny become aware of the reasons for their stalemate and make a decision to change their unconsciously assigned roles. As Jenny said, writing our own script makes me feel like we are building our own marriage and not just being robots. And then I'm going to read you a quote by Maurice Setter, Very nice quote. Too many people miss the silver lining because they are expecting gold. The expectations you bring to your partnership can make or break your marriage. Don't miss out on the sterling moments of marriage because your ideals are out of sync with your partner's. Don't believe the myth that you and your partner automatically come with the same expectations of marriage. Instead, remember that the more openly you discuss your different expectations, the more likely you are to create a vision of marriage that you agree on, one that is unique to both of you. There's a quote that says that no marriage is the same. So you cannot ask your mom for a marriage advice because, it is unique, it is personalized. Nobody can give you marriage advice because it is personalized, and the problems that you have in marriage, the problem that comes up in marriage is unique to the couples that are involved in that marriage. So that is what this book is talking about. So let me read this. What are you expecting? Every person's expectations around who does what in their new marriage are shaped by the home they grew up in. And so many of the tasks we do in marriage are rarely discussed as a couple. We just fall into patterns of behavior without talking out about them until our expectations about who does what don't align with our partner's expectation. That's why this page of this book report is increasingly insightful for so many couples. You will find out instantly what each of you are expecting and how to get in sync more easily. You find out more at their website. Okay, so now we are done with Meet 1, and now we're going to move over to Meet 2. Stay tuned.